Welcome to TLH Patterns. I am Pradeepa. In this video, let's see how to crochet this cute little basket which you can use as a decor item, or you can use it as your trinket dish. Base of the dish measures about 7 inches in diameter. This is a yarn that I used. It's called tape yarn or t-shirt yarn. I used a little less than 1 skein. This is 100 grams and I used a 4.5 mm crochet hook. Let's begin. First, make a magic ring. This is how I make a magic ring. Wrap yarn around your index and middle finger and then slip it out of your fingers and hold it in such a way that the working end of the yarn is on your right and the short end is at the left, and then insert hook into the ring and pull up a loop and make a chain, and now work 10 single crochets into this ring. You can pull this free end of the yarn to tighten the ring. I have made 10 single crochets. Now join it with a slip stitch to the first single crochet. Now we'll start the second round. Make one chain and then work 2 single crochets in every stitch around. I'll start from this next stitch. So here I'll make 2 single crochets. Similarly, make 2 single crochets in each stitch. And so by the end of the round, you will be having 20 single crochets. Slip stitch in the first single crochet to join. Next is round 3, make one chain and work single crochet in the next stitch. Then 2 single crochets in the next. Repeat this around. 1 single crochet in the next stitch. 2 single crochets in the next. One single crochet in the next. 2 in the next. You'll have 30 stitches in this round. Finally, work a slip stitch in the first single crochet to join. This is the fourth round. Make one chain and work 2 single crochets in the next stitch. Then single crochet in the next 2 stitches. Two single crochets in the next stitch. Single crochet in the next 2 stitches. Repeat this around and the total number of stitches in this round will be 40. At the end of the round, join with a slip stitch to the first single crochet. Next is round 5, chain 1, then single crochet in the next 3 single crochets, and then 2 single crochets in the next. Single crochet in the next 3 single crochets, two single crochet in the next stitch. Repeat this around, and the total number of stitches in this round is 50. Join with a slip stitch to the first single crochet, and next is round 6. Here I am going to make a slight change. Make one chain and work single crochet in 2 stitches, and then work 2 single crochet in the next stitch, and then work single crochet in the next 4 stitches. So instead of working 4 stitches at the beginning and then making an increase, I worked 2 stitches and then made an increase. By this way you can avoid the sharp corners that will form when you increase at the same spot. After 4 single crochets, work 2 single crochets in the next stitch, then single crochet in the next 4 stitches, two single crochet in the next stitch. Similarly, increase 1 stitch in every 5th stitch. After the last increase, work single crochet in the last 2 stitches. You'll have 60 stitches in this round. Finally, join with a slip stitch to the first single crochet. This is round 7. Make one chain and work single crochet in the next 5 stitches. Then 2 single crochet in the next stitch, single crochet in the next 5 stitches, two single crochets in the next stitch. Repeat this around. In this round you'll have 70 stitches. Then join with a slip stitch to the first single crochet. If you want a wider base, you can add more rounds. Now we are going to work the sides. Make one chain and turn. I want to have this wrong side at the bottom, outside and not inside the tray. So I have turned it. And now we are going to work only into the back loops of each stitch. Just work double crochet into the back loop of each stitch around. You can see the top of each stitch has 2 loops. The loop that is away from you is a back loop. Work double crochet into this back loop of each stitch, and you should have 70 double crochets. This chain 1 at the beginning does not count as a stitch. Finally, join with a slip stitch to the first double crochet. Next is round 9, make 1 chain, and now we are going to work a front post double crochet in the first double crochet. You're going to insert the hook around the stitch, going from front to back and then coming back to front, and now yarn over, pull loop from behind the post of the stitch and then complete the double crochet stitch. This is called the front post double crochet. Then work a back post double crochet in the next stitch. Yarn over, insert hook from back to front and then go to back of the next stitch, and now grab the yarn and pull it through the front of the post of the stitch and then complete the double crochet. This is the back post double crochet. Next, make a front post double crochet. The hook should go from front to back and come back to front again. Next is back post double crochet. Bring the hook from back to front and then go to back and then complete the double crochet stitch. Repeat these two stitches, front post double crochet and back post double crochet, alternately. You'll have 70 stitches in all the rounds. Finally, join with a slip stitch to the first stitch at the beginning of the round. Next is round 10, chain 1. In this round, we'll be working back post double crochet in the first front post double crochet. And the front post double crochet in the next back post double crochet. Back post double crochet in the next front post double crochet. Front post double crochet in the next back post double crochet. Repeat this around. Then join with a slip stitch to the first stitch. Next is round 11, chain 1, and here we'll work front post double crochet in the first back post double crochet, and then back post double crochet in the next front post double crochet. Repeat this around. Finally, you'll join with a slip stitch to the first stitch. Similarly, work 2 more rounds alternating these 2 stitches, working front post double crochet in every back post double crochet and back post double crochet in every front post double crochet. Finally, we'll work a round of slip stitch in each stitch. Finally, fasten off and weave in all the loose ends. I have just a small amount of yarn left over. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Please give me a thumbs up if you like this pattern. Thank you.